I would tell people before you even post, what you want to do is make your brand sticky. I put all of my time and energy in making my page and my brand something people want to stick around to. Now I can potentially sell to them down the line.
It's like what they see when they first see they cold. Like this is they ice cold. Like they don't know who you is. You gotta be able to explain what you do in as quick a time as possible because people see your page and they on to the next.
One of the biggest things is just kind of seeing what people in your niche are doing.
I like that.
See what's working for them. See how you can utilize it for your own brand.
50 Cent screenshotted our post and posted it up on his page. Didn't tag us. Hey, 50, I need that tag next time. I took a screenshot of 50 Cent on his page and sent out an email. I made my wristbands 50 Cent. And I was like, listen.
Alright, how y'all doing? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Marlon Watts, co-owner and CEO of WRLDINVSN.
Hey, I'm Nicholas Clark, co-owner and designer of WRLDINVSN.
And y'all know what it is. We back with another one on the Activate Your Vision podcast. Alright. So we are literally, we flew past 70K. We flew past 70K and we are on our way to 80,000 subscribers.
Yeah,
80,000 subscribers. That literally sounds fantastic right now.
Hey, we about to be at that 100.
100K.
We about to be
100K. Hey, we're gonna have that plaque right here for y'all to see. So make sure, hey, we need your help to make that happen. We literally need your help. So make sure you like, subscribe to our channel, run us up, baby. Hey, we got two special guests on it. Two literally special guests that y'all already seen on the podcast, but we're gonna come back because it's just so much information that we could put in those short podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted to come and get an extended version for everybody that's watching. Y'all probably know Tevin. Tevin, man, we met him. He been helping us with texts and emails and just understanding the importance of having that database. Like before, I knew Tevin. I didn't know anything about segmentation. So he introduced at least me to segmentation, and that really like helped us grow our brand tremendously because we was losing out on segment and flows. And then me and James, like James helped our brand out so much because like before we even knew James or even was able to, have a conversation with each other in person, we met each other through Instagram and through social media. And we talk about a lot of you guys, y'all may be in smaller areas and the internet now allows you to connect with people around the world. So literally we was in Ruston, Louisiana, a small town, Ruston, Louisiana, and we was able to connect with James all the way out here in Atlanta. And he has a place called Black Millionaires. And through that page, we were able to literally grow our followers because it's a huge platform for media and news. So we was able to put out our news, our own content to a wider audience and grow. So I just want to say thank you guys for, expanding our brand and allowing us to, use you guys' knowledge and resources to help us grow. So just want to tell y'all that.
Hey, and look, so for all my people that's new watching this video, let's introduce y'all all over again, all right? So tell the people your name. We're going to start with James. Even though I just said your name. Tell the people who you is, tell them what you do, and just give them a little background on why you here today.
What's good? My name is James Hill, founder and CEO of Black Millionaires. I started Black Millionaires with $150. Now we're our $1 million media company. We have conferences all across the world. We help small businesses grow and scale. So our goal is to help you build your $1 million brand. I met Marlon and Nick just allowing our team to work with them. They're doing a lot of promotions, promoting their brand. And I used to always see these meme ads and I'm like, who is these guys, right? And then they were doing it with my team and I'm just like, I followed them on their page and they was like, we're going to be in Atlanta. And I'm like, oh, I'm in Atlanta. Let's connect with these guys, right? So we started as a business and now we're friends. We work together. We do a lot of things together. And I'm here today to just drop game on how I work with them and help them grow their followers on Instagram and how you can grow your followers leveraging Instagram as well and monetize it. Because we always say followers are what? Potential customers.
Yep. And a lot of people think that they are the customers. People think that people with 10,000 followers could start a business like today and just automatically do millions. And I know that we all know that that's not the case. And Tevin, you big with just data and running TikTok. Can you share them a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Yeah, my name is Tevin Holiday. I actually help WRLDINVSN with email and SMS, just customer retention in general. And I actually run my own agency type situation. And I also have my own e-commerce brand too. So I'm here today. Hopefully, I can drop some gems. I know there's gonna be a lot of information given out between the four of us. Hopefully, you're able to take it and apply it, and it's a pleasure to be here.
Yep. So I just say like just first getting started. All right, I got a fresh page. You know, I'm posting. What should I be posting on my Instagram? What should I be posting on my TikTok? Why is it important for me to be on social media?
I mean, I would tell people before you even post, what you want to do is make your brand sticky. And what I mean by that is if you're constantly posting, or if you go out and run a big ad campaign, but people come to your page and it doesn't look appealing, it doesn't look like nobody's sticking around there, that's because your page isn't inviting and it isn't sticky. So you want to make sure your bio, your username, your website, everything is set up clean. So when people do come, they convert over to followers, which is potential customers. One of the ways you do that is by setting up your bio, right? So for example, in my bio, I have bullet points, 3 to 5 words of what I do. So if somebody only have 3 to 5 seconds to judge my page off whether they're going to follow it or not, they have, 3 to 5 bullet points showing them and telling them exactly who I am, what we do, and what we offer. So when somebody looking at your page, think about the end consumer and think about the person who's looking at your page. That you know your brand. They don't know your brand. They don't know your mission. They don't know why you started. They don't know anything. So I think on y'all brand, y'all got like we turn 12 shirts into a multi-million-dollar brand or whatever y'all have in there. Just seeing that piques my interest. What do you mean you turn 12 shirts into let me check their website out. Let me go through some of their content, right? Even if people are skeptical, at least you pique their interest enough to go through your content, and then your content is going to win them over through, being consistent and just branding yourself. So before you even post and try to go viral, the reason I say this is because I done went viral on pretty much all social media platforms other than YouTube, right? And when I first was going viral in 2017, 2018, I still was working at my job and I still was broke because I didn't have a sticky page to convert people to stay around. And then when I started my brand, Black Millionaires, I put all of my time and energy in making my page and my brand something people want to stick around to. That way, when I start using the skills and the content to go viral, I started to actually build an audience and a following because people actually stood around and they stayed around. So now I can potentially sell to them down the line. But most people are just trying to make money straightforward without adding any value, without building a brand, and it's just not going to work that way.
I ain't gonna, bro. That's crazy because that's that pre-build before you actually start making that money. So it's like it's phases to it. You could build the brand today, but you may not make money on that brand today. You just gotta have a long-term vision, because like what you're saying is you just have to build out that front end. Yeah. It's like the front end. It's like what they see when they first see they cold. Like this is they ice cold. Like they don't know who you is. You gotta be able to explain what you do in as quickest time as possible, because people see your page and they on to the next. It's millions of pages out there. All right. So like I love that you use the word sticky. I'm gonna have to steal that. I'm not gonna lie.
You're gonna have to use that one. That was nice.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna have to take that one. So I want let's keep talking about this. And I want you to chime in right here, Tevin. Like, what's some of those things that they should be thinking about, not to convert to that sale yet? Because we're gonna get to talking about how you take these potential customers and turn them into real customers. What should you be thinking about on the front end to at least get people to come on your page, stop, and go through your content?
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with everything James said. I think he dropped some real bars right there. Sticky is the perfect word, right? So once you do what James said right there, right? Once you get past that, I think one of the biggest things is just kind of seeing what, not necessarily your competition, but people in your niche are doing.
I like that.
See what's working for them, and see how you can utilize it for your own brand, right? Once you start doing that, it'll start clicking. I know there's a lot of people out there who try to they have blinders on and they want to be 100% original, do it their own way, and it just never really works out. I think the quickest way to success is just reverse engineering what's already working, and then take it from there, add your own flavor to it, and just that could be from content, that could be just from the bio, that could be from the logo, the product you put out and stuff like that. So I think once you do what James said and then start actually seeing what everybody else is doing and what's working and start utilizing it for your brand, you'll start seeing success a little bit quicker.
Yeah,
I
like.
Go ahead.
I was about to say. What you about to say?
I was gonna say that's a real good point because innovation is doing something original on top of what's already been done. So like even with YouTube, for example, YouTube couldn't be created if the internet wasn't created, right? So you have to build on top of what's already there, and that's why it's important to learn from people like y'all who have already done it, because they can take what y'all do and then just add their little flavor on top of it, and then take it to the next level.
I was gonna steal something from James again because he
too
said
many gems, right? Too many gems.
He said it ain't copying if you copying the right cat.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And the question I got for y'all is stem from that. And that's everybody. What's that one thing that you have copied that you have seen work for you, from somebody else?
Hey,
let me grab that.
Go ahead.
So let me just tell y'all a little bit about my journey. I never was posting content on social media, and then even y'all were getting on me like, bro, start posting and stuff like that. So I saw a content style that was working, and I essentially just mimicked it, right? And I got a lot of like hate in the comments, essentially saying I was copying somebody. But that same person reached out to me. He congratulated me and stuff like that, and said like, I'm glad it's working for you. So it just shows you like the high level of thinking versus like low level of thinking like that. So
that's crazy.
The thing about the hate about the comments too, it just boosted my posts too as more. So I just like essentially took like I saw a style that was working and used it for myself.
What exact post is this? Because if we can you explain it?
Yeah, I'm gonna shout him out too. It's Justin who runs Supported Black College. He just has like the green screen pointing up, and I actually did a post just breaking down how Lil Durk's website works, the Shopify apps that he uses and stuff like that. It hit a couple million on the views and stuff like that, and that really grew my page like crazy.
And it only take literally for you to grow that one time, 2 times, and your life changed. So it's not, and like we just said, everything is just built off of what somebody else is already is doing. Right. That's not new for everybody. We've been pointing since TikTok days. We just brought it to Instagram. Right. So it wasn't never like where you was utilizing. It's like, all right, we see the Warriors. If we want to be like the Warriors, we might need to go look at how they practice, how they watch film, how they eat, how they take care of their bodies. Because if that's what we striving to be, we need to be almost doing the exact same thing that they're doing plus more. So that's big.
It's like this quote, success leaves clues. So like a lot of people can't do this, but I think that I'm very skilled at just looking at something and seeing how it works and like you saying, reverse engineering it and building it out myself. Like sometimes, some things are more complicated. Yeah, you need somebody to explain it to you, mentor you on it, teach you on it. But a lot of times, like you saying, you could just go watch Curry shoot. You get what I'm trying to say? And you could learn just from watching. So like everybody that's watching this video, you have to even with the emails and the text. Like I signed up for so many people, different email lists, text lists, like just to get what they sending, so I can say, okay, this is what they doing. All right, I'm gonna try this out. I'm gonna try this out for our brand. So like, is this book that is called Still Like an Artist. Everything is already out there in the world. Like it's already, they already made it. Somebody already created it. All right, it's nothing pretty much like it's a phone. Only thing Apple did was turn it into Apple, make it all screen, no typing. You get what I mean?
Yep.
So like everything already created out there. All you gotta go do is just like James said, just go build on top of it, with your own style, with your own niche, and you'll be able to build something that's big. I got a question for y'all. Give up now. We giving them the sauce, we giving them the wisdom, we giving them the advice, the knowledge. Give me some real deal apps that they could download right now or sign up for that they could input inside of their business that could help them see some results. Like just some type of app that you use or some type of system that you use inside of your business that just make things a lot easier for you.
I'll give you 2. So I use this platform called Jotform, and that allows me to collect a lot of data. Now I'm not making a lot of money doing that, but it allows me to collect data, and then I use a company called SlickText to send out different SMS marketing, and that allows me to make money that way. So I have those two connected, via just automation. And I have different text messages and email flows that goes out to the people that sign up for this particular service that we're offering. And at first I wasn't doing that. So like, for example, like on my brand, we run promos. At first I would just send people a link and they can just buy the promo, they can view it, and they don't ever have to give me their email or phone number. But then I realized probably about a year into business that I don't know who all these people who DM me, I don't know who they are. So now I can't go outbound to try to drive up some business once business slow down, right? Because I was relying so much on inbound business.
Yeah.
So I got Jotform, but then I got Slick Text, and then I got, the different email marketing platforms. I use MailChimp for that. And now I'm able to see exactly, even if you don't buy my product, you can't see my prices until you give me your data.
Okay.
Right. And the reason I do that, and I might turn away 20 to 30% of my customers by doing that, but they wasn't serious anyway. Right. If you're serious, take that initial step, give me your data. And I know like y'all got a clothing brand, so y'all can do it and copy the strategy by creating a VIP list or creating some type of list that people got to sign up on to get the live and exclusive drops before it even hit the website. So you got to give people a reason to want to, give that data, because that data is actually money to your company. That's how we see all these companies getting bought out for millions and billions of dollars, and they got low revenue. And you're like, why would Facebook buy Instagram for $1 billion? They ain't never made no money. That's because they got all data, right? So data is just as important as revenue and money because it generates revenue and money. So I use Jotform to collect a lot of data, and that's a tool that really helped me level up my business up.
Easy money.
James giving y'all the game.
James
giving y'all the game right now. Yeah. So data is super important. I just want to touch in on that. It's like one of the most, I think it's like one of the hottest commodities right now, like worth more than oil. But yeah, just some of the apps I use. Klaviyo, Attentive, Postscript. That's obviously for the email and text. Super important. I think one app that we installed recently is Upsell Cart.
Monster Upsells.
Monster Upsell Cart. I use that for my brand. I give out a free ebook with every purchase, and I've seen like conversion rate go up with that. I think we were talking about some ideas as far as just like increasing the average order value by giving out something valuable for free once they get a certain amount of once they spend a certain amount. And what that does is you'll still make profit because you'll have a bigger average order value. And then 4, I think one that people are really sleeping on is just like ChatGPT, any AI tools, right? I think we're moving into a different time now, where a lot of jobs will be replaced. But I think if you master the skill of being like a prompt engineer, like giving out these how to use the AI tools, I think you'll be able to go far. So just start off with ChatGPT, see how that works. I play around with it, just ask dumb stuff every single day, and it's incredible how it works. So I think once you utilize that, you got no excuses really, right? To like take your brand to the next level.
I'm glad you said that because I actually just invested in a hair care company, and we use ChatGPT for it. So let me break it down exactly how we used it. So they, their whole messaging, we're plant-based, right? So I went to ChatGPT and said, give me 10 plant-based, 10 like hair care brands, like name ideas that could be plant-based. So they just started going down, throwing a whole bunch of things. One of the things they threw out was lotus, right? That's a plant. And we switched that around and came up with the brand name Subtle. And that's how we got our brand name. Now we trademarking it. You can't steal it. We got it up. But we was trying to do it ourselves. It took us probably 3-4 weeks just brainstorming. And I'm just like, let me just ask ChatGPT.
And we call it Chat. We got
a
whole nickname.
We just said, hey, Chat.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
so
Chat.
I just asked Chat, like, give me 10 hair care brands that, are vegan, plant-based. And they start naming a whole bunch of flowers and a whole bunch of things that deals with nature. And then I just start flipping the words around. And I was like, oh, this is a great word. Have my lawyer look it up. It was clean, ready to go. So now we named the brand Subtle, and That's a good tool.
Pressure.
That's crazy.
You still need some more investors or not?
Hey, we always need money. We always need money. Let's grow.
Yeah, I got something big because like even right now, like we are recording a YouTube video and we are, growing our subscribers. Like right now we are on the verge of, we want to hit 80,000 subscribers. Our goal is to get to 100K. And through creating these videos, we have been able to monetize our brand, not only by just teaching people, but we got on the merchandise right now. Mm-hmm. So we're talking about World and Vision inside of these podcasts. So these videos, this YouTube has allowed our brand to grow in countries. People, I go to comments, I'm from Africa. I'm like, wow, Europe. I'm like, dang, you watching. We talk different and they still watching it. I talked to a girl that was helping with her brand. She was from the UK. She was like 16 years old, saying she watch our videos every day. Crazy. I was like, you serious? Her and her brother. Her and her brother. So like, how has content and how can people utilize their content to continue to grow their brands on y'all respectively, like on Instagram and on TikTok?
Instagram changed my life because now when I go out, I really don't know who knows me. So like when people be staring at me and I be like, this person must know me from somewhere, right? Especially if I wear my brand name on, because and I think this is important. My brand name is bigger and more known than I am. So if I walk around and I just got on regular clothes, because I wear y'all clothes a lot, a lot of times people might not walk up to me. But if I wear my brand name and they connect it to my face, they're like, oh my God, you're the guy from so-and-so, so-and-so. And the reason they do that is because I connected my content to give them value and they remembered me because of that. So when you putting this content out, you're not putting it out just to make money. You're putting it out to plant that seed in people's mind and they might buy from you 6 months, 9 months, a year from now, or they might not even want your product or need your product, but recommend the product to someone else. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, your content is your money. Content is king. Content is cash. Mm-hmm. So the content can change your life in terms of being recognized across the world, or it can change your life just in terms of being your brand recognized across the world. Because when I go to New Orleans or when I go somewhere, I always look for World and Vision and I see it, right? And I go to Dallas and I spent a year in Houston and I just see people walking around with it and I'm just like, man, that content really, really works because I see people rocking y'all brand and they don't even know that, like, I know y'all. And I just always be like, hey, man, I like that shirt. Like, that's really fire. And I just ask them, like, where you get it from? And they always pull up y'all Instagram or y'all YouTube. And I'm like, yeah, them boys doing something right? That's so good artist copy, great artist steal. Just steal the ideas, right? We're telling you to put out content, put it out.
This man going crazy. Hey, talk to us.
Y'all heard the last quote. What? Yeah, no, I think I'll just tell y'all about my personal side and as far as the brand side, how content's changed my life, right? So I started posting consistently a few months ago, and I know I'm gonna sound like an Instagram model, but I've seen so many like rappers, NBA players, NFL players, all types of people in my DMs just want to reach out and see how we can work and stuff. So I used to just think like, man, I really want to work with them. Like, why they not reaching out to me? But as I started posting more content, that's when I started getting more opportunities, right? And then also I think one of the most important part is that like the impact it makes on others. So like I get DMs every day saying like, yo, this video just really changed something. Like I'm making more money because of this, right? So I think that's crazy. But as far as the branding side, people are not gonna shop with you if they don't see your content, right? Essentially, I think you got to take advantage now, especially with Instagram Reels and TikTok, that you can reach millions of people for free, right? Mm-hmm. So if you're posting, the only way to really reach success essentially now on those platforms, like I don't know the algorithm like that, but it's volume. So if you're actually putting out content, it's a better chance for you to actually get sales. One viral video can change the whole trajectory of your business, right? So you could go from 0 sales to having a $10,000 day.
Give us a real example. Did it happen for you?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So we had a very good brand. We were relying heavy on ads, essentially, and I think everybody as an e-com brand felt the change, obviously, when iOS happened. So we started posting organically. I had to talk with one of my partners. I was like, bro, we gotta make something happen right now, right? It was like one of those songs, like we gotta make something happen. And we essentially just walked outside, tried something. We posted it. And then we started seeing sales coming in. Like, we didn't even have the product in stock at the moment. I was just like, look, we gotta activate it. And like, I want to say we did like 15,000 just that day right there. So that completely changed how we looked at things, and like that's how we started relying heavy on the organic. So it could be you too.
And what was that exact piece of content? I just want them to know.
So look, I think people really sleep on these public interviews, right? Our brand was a CMOS brand, so we had like a what made our brand super light stand out from everybody is that we had a crazy flavor. It tastes super good. So it was us essentially just walking up to somebody saying, hey, you mind trying this and give us a real reaction? Straight raw video. We didn't make no edits, no cuts. That video did like 5 million views. And if I was to put like a number of how much it actually generated for us within like a span of 30 days, it was probably like 100K, right? I can't really like say exactly.
And that's TikTok?
Yeah, that was off a TikTok video right there, right?
TikTok made me buy it.
Yeah, but look, those public interviews, I think people are asleep on those. If you have a clothing brand, you can essentially like, I know somebody right now who has a clothing brand where they put like rappers' faces on, right? He had a video the other day where he walks up and say, finish this Lil Wayne lyric and I'll give you, if you finish it, he'll give you a t-shirt right there. That type of content right there it works. Yes. You can almost utilize that for every single like niche.
And what's big is that it's organic. It's something that, because a lot of people watching us, they're like, I don't have the camera that you need for. It's always what they need to start creating that content. But you already got this iPhone that costs $3,000. That's probably one of the best cameras on the market right now. Yeah. That you can literally pull out. Go to your settings. Make sure you got 4K on 24 frames, all right? And make sure you wipe off the screen. Some of y'all screens you be a little blurry, and all you gotta do is just wipe off the back of the screen and wipe off the back of the camera, and you'll see a total difference in your videos. Like, you can literally produce these high quality videos at your fingertips.
Hey, look, all right. So I got one other thing. We talked about building.
Before, we gotta make sure they like, subscribe to the channel, run us up, baby. 80,000 subscribers on the way. We giving a lucky subscriber 100 free t-shirts. Make sure you like, subscribe. Let us know what you enjoyed about this video. All right.
Let me give y'all this one. When he was saying about like the celebrities reaching out to you and stuff like that, that just sparked the idea, right? So the last 3 or 4 weeks, we probably gained like 25,000 followers. And the way we did it is, I be doing these, the meme ads or whatever. So 50 Cent had like a lawsuit that came out, right? So I'm getting a lot of sales, like my digital product selling, my merch selling and stuff. I'm like, what's going on? I didn't understand what was going on. I didn't send out no text, no email or nothing. I made the post and then I got on a plane because I was, flying out or whatever, flying back down to Detroit. And 50 Cent screenshotted our post and posted it up on his page, right? He didn't tag us. Hey, 50, I need that tag next time. Listen, he didn't tag us, but our brand is so strong. People was in the comments like, tag Black Millionaires, tag Black Millionaires, tag Black Millionaires. So we was getting a lot of new followers and a lot of people just going in and supporting our brand, just buying shirts, buying wristbands. And then I learned this from y'all, right? So basically what I did is I took a screenshot. Nick always tell me, use the viral moments, right? I took a screenshot of 50 Cent on his page and sent out an email and I made my wristbands 50 Cent. And I was like, listen, I'm like, shout out to 50 Cent for posting us up on his page, all wristbands 50 Cent. And then, when people come buy a 50 Cent wristband, they're going to buy other products or whatever. So that helped us make a lot of money. And we could have just sat back and not did anything. But, when you create this content, you never know who's going to see it. Because 50 Cent got cousins and little brothers and sisters that follow our brand, follow y'all brand, right? So they're going to share it. And if 50 Cent follow them or anybody, whatever celebrity you're trying to get to connect with, they follow these people, so they're going to see your content. So I would just say keep producing the content.
That was a hot one right there.
I'm glad you stopped
us in a moment. That was a hot one right there. Because the thing I was about to talk about is like, how do you then monetize these followers? And you kind of gave us one monetizing tip right then. So what's up, Tammy? Give me, now that I got the followers, now that I got the content on the page, what's just some other ways that you can generate sales? One thing I like to say before you even answer, one thing I like to say is that you gotta create an environment that's gonna help people persuade themselves to buy from you. Nobody don't really like. You ever been to Los Angeles on Hollywood Boulevard, and they just got people just on the side with these little stands, and you walking past and they like, buy something, buy something, buy something. You usually do what? You don't buy it, right? Because you don't want nobody screaming in your face, buy this, buy this. You kind of want to convince yourself to buy it. Like when you go in a Gucci store or the Louis Vuitton store, you pick it up and you like, these gonna be nice on me, huh? Like, what you think? Then like everybody like, yeah. Then you try them on and you like, ooh, oh yeah, I need these. You convince yourself to buy. So what's some of the ways that you could create an environment to help people persuade their customers to buy something from them without them actually having to throw that product in their face?
Right. I think James hit it earlier. He said 2 solid things: create value. So you want to give before you receive. And then 2, I think the bio is super important, right? Just having a call to action, letting them know what they could get at this link. And then also like that call to action, when you actually start creating those videos, just telling them, because like you actually have to tell customers what to do, right? So like as you say, you don't want nobody saying buy, just be creative, right? You could tell somebody to buy, but just be creative so they can make it feel like they need it, right? Yep. So I think that's like 2-3 solid things right there, and then I'll let James take the rest.
If you got a clothing brand, especially, you know, a lot of people that watch y'all, they got brands or whatever, and they got physical products. So one thing that I see a lot, and I study marketing a lot, right? So let's say you got a luxury clothing brand, you got a luxury streetwear brand, and people don't want to spend the $80 or $90 on your shirt because they feel like you a new brand. Why would I spend all of this money on you? One thing I see a lot of luxury brands doing, and what y'all can copy today, is get you one piece of product that's real high quality and mark the price up so high that people are going to start talking about it, right? And you do that to justify the price of all of your other products. You're not really trying to sell this product. You're really just trying to show people that, hey, we have a luxury brand. And if somebody want to buy that product, of course, you just made a whole bunch of margin on that product. Mm-hmm. But that product is there to show people that, hey, this is a luxury streetwear brand. So if you don't want to spend this $200 on this shirt, we got other shirts for $40 and $50, right? And I see Tiffany, the company Tiffany, old luxury brand, they got pins on their website for like $4,000. Don't nobody buy those pins, but it's just to reinforce the narrative of, you're coming here, you're going to spend money, and if you don't want to spend that $4,000, we got something for $400 or $40 or $50 or $70 that you can spend. So I think clothing brands or people who have products can use that really fast, right? You can just go implement that, put it on your website. You can just put a mock-up up there. Again, if somebody buy it, that's a win-win because you just made a whole bunch of margin. Yeah. If they don't buy it, they're probably going to look at your other products and say, yeah, I ain't buying that $300 shirt, but I'm about to buy this $60 shirt because this sounds like a better deal.
Yeah. Hey, that is crazy because
I just wanted to add, like, and a lot of it, we not buying from them because it seemed a little salesy. So one approach that, you know, that I feel like that we teach is, you know, being transparent and just selling your story. Like, let your story sell your product. So if I had that stand, instead of just being like, buy, support, I'd be like, hey, you got a minute so I could tell you about my brand. I could tell you about what we got going on, how we changing lives, how we making people trust in their vision, you know, how we created this YouTube channel, like how we started this when we was 14. Like, already you listening to the video right now, you like, what about wallet, you know? So that brings in, that's going to engage you more when you could get people to wrap around your story and wrap that around your product.
Hey, I like that Marlon said that because even with your huge story of your whole brand, you could create micro stories with like each of your products. So like even with like Jordans, like some Jordans sell better than others because there's a whole story behind it. That's the reason why Nike continuously release the same Jordans over and over again because they attach it to a story that's much more bigger than the product. Yep. Hey man,
it's crazy.
We giving game. We gonna need to put a tip jar on this video or something. We're gonna have to attach
we're gonna have a link at the bottom.
Go fund us.
Taking donations.
Donate today. All right.
But you know what? Matter of fact, we want you to do, if you serious about growing your brand, we have a monthly workshop, literally a monthly workshop that you can get in and continue to get gems just like this. And I'm talking about we going hard. So if you ever been in that workshop and you watching this video, please let them know how the workshop is. Leave us a comment on what you thought about the workshop. So I'm recommending, if you ain't in that workshop this month, I'm gonna be disappointed because we about to be on our way to. You gonna wait till we get the 100K to get to the inside the workshop? Come on, man. Come on, man. But hey, we appreciate y'all. I'm Marlon Watts, co-owner and CEO, and we out, baby.
Let's get it.